Hi, I'm Zach, and this is Luke, and today we wanted to talk about our neighbors. So Luke, do you remember who it was you said that you loved?
Well, Daddy, Mommy, and my sister.
That's a good start, but I remember once you said that you loved everybody in the neighborhood.
Everybody in the neighborhood, Mommy.
Good.
That's awesome to hear, buddy. So I wanted to talk about who are our neighbors, right? So, Luke, do you know where we are now?
Yeah.
Where are we? We're in Maine, right?
Yeah.
We're in a new neighborhood for a little bit, right? And the neighbors who are here, we don't know a lot of their names, right? And also a lot of the neighbors here are people who came up from cities like we did, right? So they're people we don't know. They're people that won't be here forever, but they're still our neighbors, right? Because just because we go away doesn't mean they stop being our neighbors, right? And do you know what it means to be a neighbor, right?
Oh, I know.
What do you?
Because we love them.
Because we love them, right? So if we were ever in trouble, I know our neighbors would help us. And if our neighbors were ever in trouble, we would help them, right? Because they're our neighbors.
And we are their neighbors.
So being a neighbor, right, because we would help people even if they didn't live on our street, being a neighbor is not so much about whether someone lives next door to you, right, but it's about how we treat them, whether we can be kind to them.
Kindness will be nice to them.
Yes, being kind and being nice, they're the same thing. So Luke, did you know in the Bible, there's a book of the Bible with your name? It's called the Gospel According to Luke. And it's one of the books that talks about Jesus' life on the earth. And in the 10th chapter of the Gospel According to Luke, there's a story about a good neighbor. So this story begins when Jesus tells a group of people he's talking to about the most important things to do. And he says the most important things to do are to love God and to love your neighbor like you love yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And there was someone who was trying to be smart. And that someone, he asked a question. He says, "Who is my neighbor?" What do you think the answer to that is?
I just love Grandma so much.
I love Grandma too, buddy. So when someone asks the question, Jesus doesn't answer it directly. He answers with a story. And he tells a story of someone who was by the side of the road and was really hurt. And some people didn't stop to help this person. But there was one person who did. And that person that helped, that was the neighbor, right? Not because they knew the person or they lived close to them, but because they showed kindness. So
Maybe that's why we say nice to them.
yeah. So today if we were to tell the story, it would probably be stopping to help someone if their car crashed or if they're down the road. Now, if there's a crash, do you help, Luke?
Uh-huh.
Yep, you help with your trains all the time.
Yeah.
So, it's really important to think about being good neighbors now because there's a new way we can work on being a good neighbor. Do you know what that is?
I don't know. It's being very exciting!
It's very exciting, I know. So, Luke, you know how when we go out of the house and are around people who don't live in our house, that we put on a mask?
Yeah.
Do you know why we do that?
Uh-huh.
So, we do that because of two reasons. One is that doctors have told us that if we put on masks, we're not going to get sick or we're less likely to get sick. But the other more important reason is that we don't want our neighbors to get sick, right?
Oh, yeah, right. That's
Right. And we love our neighbors, right?
Just like I saw someone was stuck in a hole, then someone else with a police car to get them out.
That's right. If you get stuck in a hole, you'd want someone to come pull you out, right? That would be a really good neighbor.
Yeah, and it's a police officer.
It could be a police officer, right? It could just be someone who was in the area, right? Really, if I'm stuck in a hole, Luke, I don't care who pulls me out.
No, me, if I was young, I'd never who was me
So
out.
Luke,
What?
buddy, so remember Luke, so we wear masks because we want to keep our neighbors safe and we want to keep each other safe. It's a really easy way to be kind to people because we don't know sometimes if people are sick or if they live with someone who is old or who might be sick, right? So by putting on a mask, even for people we don't say any words to, we can be kind to them just a little bit. Can you show me how you put on your mask, Luke? Here you go.
But can you answer Daddy? I want to put on my mask.
Here, buddy. Put it over your nose, and then put it over your ears.
That's how I put a mask on.
And that's a really, really easy way to be a good neighbor.
Uh-huh.
All right, can you say bye to everyone, Luke?